Welcome to the Preparedness Therapist channel. I'm at my little homestead in my farmer duds, and this is what I do at night sometimes to relax. Got a little fire pit in the backyard, and gonna burn this wood down to make ashes, coals. Then I'm gonna make ash cakes, and that will be a different video as soon as I get some ashes there. You don't want fire, you want some coals to roast the ash cakes on. But what I want to talk about right now, just very briefly, is my ancestry. I've got Native American ancestry, Umatilla, Walla Walla Indian, Native American. They're a lot like preppers. They were hunter-gatherers. They live right now in the eastern Washington, and that's where they lived for a while. I'm from Montana, and my ancestors grew 6 generations there in the Bitterroot Valley in Montana. They're related to the Nez Perce Indians, the Nez Perce, and they would follow the buffalo. And I heard stories from my grandmother, who was the Native American, had Native American blood, of them going through the valley. And I read family stories of the Nez Perce going through the valley as well. They were cousins. They're all kind of related. They didn't have a lot of food storage. They had to rely on what they could gather. They did put things up in the fall. But they also relied on each other, family clans, and that's what preppers do, isn't it? We tend to rely on other people. We have skills. We've got a skill set, each of us. But we don't, all of us, have everything we need to survive, and that's why it takes a tribe. That's why it takes a community. And so that's one thing that is similar between preppers and Native Americans, is that we've got tribes or communities. We've got folks that we rely on, that we share commonalities with. They relied much on nature. They spent their time wandering through the different valleys and hills and plains. They did all the work to harvest and preserve the berries that they had, and the meat that they had. They used almost every part of the animal, and that's one of the things that preppers do, is they're resourceful. They find ways to use what they've got. When they killed a buffalo, they used the sinew, they used the fat, they used the hide, they used the meat, they used the bones. At my primitive skills gatherings, they oftentimes will show us their classes, which resurrects some of the old ways of the indigenous peoples. And there are many commonalities between being a prepper and being and what the Native American lifestyle used to be. I think it's a wonderful lifestyle. I hope that the Native Americans today can really appreciate the history and the ancestry that they've got, that we've got. I am very proud of my Native American ancestry. I know that there was a time that it was almost embarrassing to say that you had Native American blood. That was long before my period. It was during my grandmother and great-grandmother's period. But I am very proud of that. I count them some of the best preparedness folks in the world. They always had circumstances that came unforeseen, and they had to be ready for that. They knew first aid, they knew the herbs, they knew where to go to gather. So there's a lot of commonalities between Native Americans and preppers. I think it's kind of genetic within me. So I would encourage you to study up on the Native American hunter-gatherer lifestyle, and even when they settled down and became farmers, so to speak, when they started growing and producing more of their own food. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and encourage your friends to subscribe as well, because the more people who are prepared, the better off all of us are going to be. Thanks for watching.